In the fall of 1841, a small group of land surveyors, hired by the Republic of Texas, ventured into the wild terrain near Enchanted Rock in central Texas. Their mission was to map out land grants in the area near what is now Fredericksburg. Although this task might seem routine, it was anything but ordinary. In 1841, the region was notorious not for its challenging terrain, but for being the heartland of the Comanche, one of the most formidable and feared tribes in the region. The Comanche, who referred to themselves as the Numanu, meaning the real people, were renowned across Texas for their relentless warfare and combat skills. The name Comanche, given by the Spanish, is derived from a Ute word meaning enemy or those who fight us, which accurately captures their fierce reputation. The Comanche had migrated from the northern Rocky Mountains and, originally part of the Shoshone, transformed into a dominant force on the southern plains after acquiring horses from the Spanish in the 16th century. Mastery of horsemanship allowed them to become one of the most formidable mounted warriors on the continent. Their new lifestyle, centered around hunting buffalo, turned them into a wealthy and powerful group, driving the Apache from Texas, resisting Spanish expansion, and delaying American settlement. Their raids were infamous, spreading fear from Denver to northern Mexico. Unlike some tribes, the Comanche had a fluid social structure, with leaders emerging based on their ability to lead successful raids. Their combat tactics were ruthless and strategic, often striking under the cover of a full moon. Such raids could decimate entire settlements in moments, leaving behind ashes and blood, a phenomenon settlers came to associate with the Comanche. The Republic of Texas, partly shaped by the chaos of Comanche raids, faced the constant threat of these incursions while managing governance. The Mexican government had hoped to use Anglo settlers as a buffer against Comanche raids by encouraging American migration into Texas. Many settlers, however, faced brutal deaths at the hands of the Comanche, yet settlement continued despite the dangers. As the Texas government moved forward with its plans to survey land, parties of men were dispatched into the rugged hill country northwest of San Antonio and Austin. These groups, typically consisting of 15 to 20 men, were tasked with scouting new plots and mapping the territory. However, the Comanche, who considered this land their own, closely monitored these surveying parties and targeted them with fierce, merciless attacks. The Comanche aimed to protect their territory, often capturing and torturing those who dared to intrude. Despite the danger, the surveyors pressed on, including young men from Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, and Alabama, who had come to Texas after the Texas Revolution. Many had missed the battles of Goliad and San Jacinto and sought the excitement of frontier life. Among them was a group working near Enchanted Rock, a site revered by local tribes. For generations, Enchanted Rock was considered sacred, believed to be haunted by the spirits of fallen warriors and disgraced chiefs. Stories of sacrifices held at its base circulated, and any intrusion was met with fierce hostility. Despite these warnings, the young surveyors, eager for adventure, were undeterred. This group of 15 to 20 surveyors was well armed, with many carrying the .36 caliber Colt Paterson revolver. Patented by Samuel Colt in 1836 and produced in Paterson, New Jersey, the Colt Paterson was a significant firearm of the Old West. Available in .28 and .36 calibers, the .36 caliber version was a 5-shot revolver with a 9-inch barrel and a weight of nearly 3 pounds. Known for its power and reliability, it was ideal for the close-quarters skirmishes typical of the Texas frontier. Additionally, surveyors used various rifles, including flintlock muskets and early percussion cap rifles, though percussion caps became more common later in the 1840s. These single-shot rifles could fire about 1 to 2 rounds per minute, and their effective range was approximately 50 to 100 yards. The Texas Rangers, formally organized by the Texas Provisional Government in 1835, played a crucial role in patrolling the frontier and combating threats. One of the most notable Rangers was Captain Jack Hayes. Born in Tennessee in 1817, Hayes came from a military family. His father had fought under Andrew Jackson during the War of 1812, and Hayes was named after General John Coffee, one of Jackson's trusted commanders. Hayes arrived in Texas in 1837, seeking adventure and fortune. Although he missed the Texas Revolution, he quickly found his calling with the Texas Rangers, a group known for their high casualty rates and the harsh realities of frontier life. Despite his unassuming appearance, standing at only 5'6" inches with a quiet demeanor, Hayes was known for his fierce and fearless spirit. He quickly earned a reputation as a highly skilled and effective ranger. Although he was not specifically assigned to the surveyor team at Enchanted Rock, he was a well-regarded member of the Texas Rangers, known for his bravery and leadership. On that fall day in 1841, Hayes found himself at Enchanted Rock with his team, who were engaged in surveying and marking their lines. While his team worked, Hayes and a few others stood guard. At one point, Hayes decided to explore the ancient rock formation alone. Confident that no Comanche were nearby, he ventured out alone. However, the Comanche, known for their tactical brilliance, had been observing all along. Hidden in the limestone cliffs and oak-covered hills, they awaited the opportunity to strike. As Hayes approached the base of Enchanted Rock, the sudden eruption of Comanche war cries must have jolted him. His experience on the frontier quickly assessed that returning to his fellow Texians was unlikely. Trapped between the sacred rock and his pursuers, Hayes urged his horse forward, dismounted at the base, and began a desperate climb to secure the high ground. Hayes aimed to defend himself from this advantageous position. Historian J.W. Wilbarger, in Indian Depredations in Texas, notes that Hayes resolved to defend his life at all costs. Known for his stature and dark hair, Hayes became a prime target for the Comanche, who pursued him with determination. Despite being chased relentlessly, Hayes managed to wedge himself into a small crevice, using the rocky terrain to create a makeshift defense. Armed with a .42 caliber rifle and 2 Colt Paterson revolvers, Hayes braced himself as the Comanche closed in. Despite the chaos and the rain of arrows, he remained calm, avoiding premature firing. The .42 caliber rifle, though powerful, was a single-shot weapon, and a misjudged shot could have been fatal. Hayes had witnessed many comrades fall due to such mistakes. As the Comanche warriors charged, Hayes aimed carefully and fired, causing significant casualties among the attackers. The death of a leading warrior caused the Comanche to retreat momentarily, giving Hayes the chance to reload and prepare for the next assault. The respite was short-lived, and soon the Comanche charged again with renewed ferocity. As the Comanche approached, Hayes waited until the last moment before rising and firing his revolvers, forcing the attackers to fall back once more. Amidst this intense battle, Hayes heard the reassuring sound of gunfire from his fellow Texians, who had been engaged with another group of Comanche and were now rushing to his aid. The arrival of the larger Texian force caused the Comanche to withdraw, taking their wounded with them and leaving their dead behind. Hayes and his team regrouped at the base of Enchanted Rock, resuming their survey work with heightened caution. This encounter was just one episode in Jack Hayes' remarkable career. He went on to fight in the Mexican-American War, lead numerous raids against the Comanche, and become a legendary figure of the frontier. The Comanche, once his fiercest adversaries, came to deeply respect him, even bestowing upon him titles like Captain Jack and Bravo Too Much, in recognition of his bravery and skill in battle. In 1847, Hayes married Susan Calvert, the daughter of a prominent hotel owner in Seguin, Texas. 2 years later, the couple moved to California during the gold rush. While Hayes did not find fortune in gold, he achieved success in ranching and business. He was elected sheriff of San Francisco in 1850 and continued to build his legacy. In 1853, after the birth of his son, Hayes received a golden spoon from the Comanche chief Buffalo Hump, engraved with the name Buffalo Hump Jr., a symbol of the respect between them. Jack Hayes passed away in 1883 at the age of 66 and is buried in Mountain View Cemetery in Oakland, California. His life, marked by daring exploits, battles, and unlikely friendships, remains a testament to the rugged spirit of the Old West. What are your thoughts? Was Hayes a courageous explorer or an arrogant intruder? Were the Comanche justified in their fierce defense of their land? How should we understand the relationship between Hayes and Buffalo Hump today? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And join us next time on History Addict for more stories from the Old West.